Hello, welcome back to Age of Empires 2. Today we're playing a diplomacy game on France, the real world location France. It's a Regicide game as well, so that should be interesting. It's also a very large map. I've chosen to be the Koreans because I feel like that's just always a safe choice in a diplomacy game, pretty much. I guess I don't really need to be building houses. I've already got a castle. Bring in the sheep, don't kill them here. Right, let's go explore. I thought this was going to be a scenario, but it is just the real world location, so one of the game's default maps. Someone has set me as ally, that's cool, I will reciprocate. Likewise. Not planning anything too complicated or crazy today, just gonna ally up with whoever wants to be an ally with me. And I'm not going to scout too much with my king, just in case I run into a castle somewhere. Take the sheep. There seems to be a little gap there in the trees. I'm not sure if there's anything on the other side of that. We will soon find out. Where's my horse? Seems to be a surprisingly large amount of water here. I'm not seeing much in the way of fish. One or two shore fish, and that's it. Not really worth bothering with. Not spotted any boars either. Some deer over there. Not too far from the shore fish actually, so that might be a decent location. I'll go set one up. That seems fine. So yeah, there seems to be a full ocean here. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Unless I'm on an island. But I don't know of any proper islands to the west of France. Unless I'm like on part of the UK or something. This be the UK? Maybe if this is like Dover or something. I do seem to be surrounded by water. I mean, that'd be awesome if it is, because obviously as the Koreans you get turtle ships, and they're quite a enjoyable naval civ. Plus it keeps me safe from anyone who wants to attack. I feel like this could actually be the UK. This is looking like East Anglia. Maybe? No, maybe not. No, definitely not. No. I don't know what's going on here. This doesn't look like France. Sheep undiscovered down there. I think it could be. I think I could be on the UK. I'll go have a look for Land's End. That should be a giveaway. But yeah, game plan is just to build up and survive, basically. I'm not sure I'm going to be one of the stronger players on the map here, but hopefully I'll use my relative isolation to my benefit. Some bushes there, I think we should go and exploit. Pick up the sheep. Some brief lag there, but looks like we're okay. "21 villagers, I think we want a few more before we try and go up to the castle age. A couple of sheep here, I think we want a bit of gold. A few more deer, and this looks like it could be Cornwall, Land's End, something like that. Obviously it has been rendered by an algorithm, so it's not going to look perfect. I think I'm on the UK, that's cool. So I should be pretty safe. I can potentially set up some naval trade. And I think we definitely want to dock wherever we can find the most fish. I think here seems fine. Few wolves around to look out for, otherwise not a lot to note. Since we are just building up, I might actually edit this out. I don't think we're going to see anything too interesting for a little while. Okay, we've made it to the castle age, which seems like a reasonable place to resume. We've got the strongest player on the map here, very strong player indeed. He's right across from me, but he's set me as ally, so hopefully he's not planning to betray me. We also have green over here, who has explored quite a bit, and then blue, who's keeping it fairly tight. So we can see most of the map just from seeing what our allies are up to. Still building up pretty much. I don't think there's been much action so far. No one's resigned. I've not seen anyone complaining either, so I think not a whole lot going on. I'm sure it's all going to kick off at some point, inevitably. I've got a slightly unbalanced economy. I've got far too many villagers on food. The fish ships and all that, so I'm going to try and shift onto wood over the next few minutes. I'm fairly happy to let the villagers just finish off these shorefish and just keep sending villagers over to gather wood. Seems like another fairly decent location for a town centre just here on the south coast. We need stone. Okay, that's fine. We'll start gathering some stone. It's also very sorely needed. Someone's betrayed me. Teal's betrayed me. Or was he just neutral? Oh, he must have set me to ally and I didn't set him back in time. Well, fair enough. Noro and Valet, you enemy on purpose. As one of the weaker players on the map, I'm willing to build bridges. Now what should I do with all this food? You can ally and neutral people, yes, I've played diplomacy a few times before. Yeah, I'll set him as ally. Not interested in having too much trouble here. Let's see, when can I get turtle ships? I can get them already. Fairly expensive though, and still got this very lopsided economy. I guess I'll start getting some upgrades. Keep the villagers coming. Okay, we finally got something resembling drama, as the blue player seems to be making a move on the teal player. Both of them are my allies, so I shouldn't get too involved in that. Currently planning to build a few docks on the kind of southern coast of Cornwall and trade with... Is this still France? This is the north coast of Spain, I think. So we're going to trade with the teal player, which means we want to stay pretty friendly with him. I need to build a few houses. It can be done easily enough. Okay. They're not actually going to war, but I think it's pretty obvious when things are going to build up. I suspect they will be fighting each other for too long. Okay. Let's just keep the villager production coming. Let's get loom, because there are a few wolves hanging around. Not that I'm particularly expecting to run into them, and now we've got possibly too much on wood. So, I'm going to start shifting into food again. Get a few more fishing ships. Start getting the trade cooks ready soon as well. And I don't particularly trust that my fishing ships are going to be that safe, so I'm going to build a few farms. Being attacked by wild animals. Where's that? Okay, just there. Always find it strange how the villagers don't help each other out when one of them is being attacked by wolves. Very selfish behaviour. Might hopefully be able to build a castle soon. Don't particularly need one, but good for peace of mind. Purple seems fairly peaceful, despite being a leading player. He's not really building any military whatsoever so far. Possibly he's allied everyone on the map. I'm willing to just stay here in the British Isles and keep building up. This looks like a great location for fishing ships, actually. It's not quite... Oh crap, nope, that's bad. That's bad. We're gonna stay away from this. We can kill one. I think we can possibly kill two. I guess we can use the scout cavalry for something, because he's not going to be doing too much else. Fishing ships being built out of here, that's actually a really bad call, isn't it? Yeah, they're on their way. Messed up the spawn points. Everyone come back. Right, let's just check. Let's build nothing but trade cogs out of these. Focus all of them on the dock over there. No more blunders with fishing ships, I hope. Many minutes later, we have some action. The yellow player is going for a very strong-looking attack on the green player. He's got a very kind of similar score level, so it should be an interesting matchup there. As for me, I'm keeping it fairly casual. I'm booming pretty much. I've not got much of a military, but I do have a very nice amount of trade going. I'm quite suspicious of the fact that the teal player is not trading with me. Seems like a no-brainer if I were him. Most of the time, if you're not trading with someone, and they're trading a lot with you, either you have a better option to be trading with, or you're potentially considering betraying them at some point. So, hopefully it's not the latter, although I'm starting to feel reasonably prepared now. I'm actually going to start getting some military buildings just so I can do some research. No other real reason than that. Actually build a... yeah, I can't build an archery range, can I? Need to build barracks first. Let's get a couple more farms. As yeah, I'm definitely booming pretty hard now, so I think we need to start thinking about what we're actually going to do in terms of military. One thing I can potentially do if I want to be a kind of Machiavellian villain is I could start using some of my vast quantities of resources to actually pay off players to attack each other. I'm not planning to do that right now, so yeah, as you can see, teal player is going pretty strongly into navy, and I can't really explain why he'd want to do that. That seems like a strange choice, so I'm quite suspicious of that. I'm going to start getting some turtle ships. They're not going to be great for chasing down longboats, and yeah, that's even more suspicious. I don't know what that's about. Fortunately, it is in the range of my castles, so I should be able to shoot them down. Yeah, I'm starting to get very suspicious about this. I'm gonna... potentially another castle would be useful. Nothing else for the pop space. Plus just to keep the coast generally safe, so yeah, let's do it. An archery range. Stable. What is going on? Is this for real? Sometimes people get bored and they just betray people in that case. I'm not sure why he's picked me as his target, possibly because I'm not even the weakest of his neighbours. He's actually a lot stronger than Blue now. Blue is the one who's really starting to pressure him. He's actually expanding out, he's clearly going for some resource grabs. I think he's trying to lure someone else into betraying him. Possibly. I'm gonna start getting these upgrades pretty quickly. Need to be ready for a potential attack. Get chemistry. Keep upgrading the range. Let's pick up that relic. If we do lose trade, I think we have to start trading with this dock here, which is not going to be anywhere near as good. Healer's missing out on a massive opportunity to be making tons of gold. I have lots and lots of spare resources to produce a navy if I need one. And just to hammer the point home, let's build some more docks. Orange, the lowest scoring player on the map, appears to be going aggressive against blue. It's interesting. Up here, it looks like green is actually countering yellow pretty well. I'll need to check actually the population limit here. It's actually 300, so we don't really want to be building any more villages at this point. Let's see what we can get. Faster turtle ships is going to be very useful. Plus one range for onagers. Potentially one for the future, although we do have plenty of spare resources, so probably can do that. Korean halberdiers are fairly good, so let's get a few of those. And realistically, oh, he's actually going for an attack on purple. So potentially he's seen or interpreted that I'm... Well, either he was never planning to betray me in the first place and this is just here to defend my trade cogs, or he's had a change of heart. But I'm pretty sure they're not here to defend me. I mean, that's... If anything, they're very annoying because they're blocking my trade cogs from getting back. Although having this dock here should help a bit. Let's get galleons. I think as the Koreans, you don't really need to be building too many fire ships. You can just go for turtle ships plus galleons, and you can pretty much counter everything if you have enough of them. Let's get a few of those. Let's get the onager upgrade as well. Those are definitely very useful. And we need more stone, definitely, so potentially what I might do is I might join the attack on orange. A little bit cruel, but I want that stone, and possibly we'll get some of Teal's goodwill if we need it. Purple is surprisingly peaceful. That's got a few organ guns if he needs them. I don't know about getting another castle just because I think we want to have some options for war wagon production on the mainland. I will build a few docks. Might as well surround the whole coast, because that way, even if we do get attacked and we don't have a navy, we can at least produce one very quickly. But yeah, let's get a transport ship. Just send a few villagers over. I don't think the wood's going to last too much longer. Let's send a few lumberjacks. Something going on here. Nothing much, just fishing ships being deleted. I'm not sure why someone pointed that out. But looks like the attack on orange has slowed down a tad. Eventually some cannon galleons are going to be pretty helpful. I don't know that just showing up is going to work for me. I think it'll be okay. I think we can do it. Let's do it. We go there with our navy. He's not one of our allies. Don't need to feel bad. It's not like we're betraying him. Just go drop a castle. Take some of that stone. Right, stay away from that. I think I will be in range, yeah. Well, I can't tell. Might be in range of the castle, my own castle here, but should be able to repair it if I need to, yeah. I don't think the villagers are in range, so that's fine. I can work with that. Let's get Elite Cannon Galleon, and... oh, we can't. That's strange, I feel like the Koreans are one of the most advanced civs in terms of tech. This guy is the Britons, I'm not sure why basically everyone's playing as the Britons. Oh, they're not, it's just two. Two Briton players. Over here, looks like purple is finally getting involved. I'm not sure whose side he's on. He's actually going against the green player, helping out the yellow player who was struggling a little bit. As for me, I think orange went for an attack on the blue player and that has now failed. And he's actually not going to do too much to get in my way. Let's get a few barracks. Going to really go out of our way for these fish now. Might have to start using fish traps. All the more reason to expand and take Orange's lands. He's starting to attack me with some longbowmen now. They're in range of my castle, so that's fine. Green is requesting help from the teal player. I don't really know what Teal's game plan is. He's building some very strange outposts, I guess you could call them. I don't think he actually intends to get too involved in anything, really. Let's keep his war wagons coming. And I might just move off the British Isles altogether because there's not really anything left here. He's gone and he says GG. It's pretty gracious of him. I mean, I guess he did launch the attack first, but still. He's been ganged up on. Now I need to claim this land for myself before someone else does. Looks like blue's going to claim it, but I'm not too happy about that. I want that stone for myself, definitely. I don't think I am... oh, I am his ally. Okay, that's fine. So we're not going to be officially at war just yet, but possibly we will be at some point. I'll get a few more texts just because I can. Blue does turn on me, I'm definitely going to want some halberdiers, so let's get a lot of them. Keep upgrading in the blacksmith. Possibly the best thing about the Koreans is their onagers, so let's try and get a nice force of those built up. It's not going to help too much if we do go to war with a load of paladins, but need to be careful here. Now, are there actually any players on the map that are my enemies? Just the yellow player, who's being helped out by the purple player. Green's doing pretty well, he's the strongest player on the map. Clearly overtaken purple at this point. Portuguese still going very defensive. Lots of bombard towers going up. Not sure how to feel about that. I have to fight someone. And I'm thinking, if he's asking for peace with Teal... Oh, he's being attacked by Teal, that's why. Okay. The Teal was willing to betray someone. He betrayed the purple player, the blue player. And I wouldn't be surprised if at some point he does betray me. So I need to keep an eye on that. Send a few more villagers over. I don't think there's going to be too much in the way of stone to take. But I would ideally like some, as blue is moving off. I don't think he does actually want to fight me. I'm actually catching up to purple in score. Potentially me and green could take out purple and yellow. I don't like to be a traitor though, and this guy's clearly, well, I think fairly clearly not planning to betray me. So I don't want to be too awful to him. Okay. It's far more barracks than I could ever need, but I want to make sure that I have some good unit production here if I need it. Should I do it? Yeah, screw it. Let's do it. Give me the stone. I want it all for myself. My own villagers are gonna get killed if I do it again. But he's still got a few left. And he won't have noticed that I did that. I don't think he's gonna notice at all, because I think he's gonna be pretty distracted with figuring out what to do about Teal, who's possibly gonna betray me now that he's finished with blue, I think. He is moving, so we'll see where he moves to. If he looks like he's going to take out my trade, that's going to be good to know. For now I want to keep the gold coming. Watching these very closely. For a moment there I was thinking that he was actually just trying to disrupt the trade. Basically just trolling. In fact, I think he might be. If they keep turning around... No, they're not. They are trying to go somewhere, very slowly. That would be a very novel way to encourage a betrayal, wouldn't it? To patrol. Patrol through their trade routes. Disrupt them in the most annoying way possible that's technically non-aggressive. As this stone is pretty much already gone, and I only really got enough stone for one castle, which is far from ideal. No one seems too bothered about me expanding, which is good to know. Not too much in the way of precious resources here, mostly just wood. I do need a lot of wood as the Koreans, so that is going to be pretty useful. All these idle guys, I think we're just going to bring them over. Pretty much just stop focusing on the British Isles altogether. There's pretty much nothing here now. Let's get siege engineers, just to make those honours just that little bit better. We'll use a few just to get some houses. Still a little way off the pop limit. Something's happened here, I think. Possibly the purple player has... No, I think yellow is just losing, that's all. I thought thought the purple player had turned on yellow there, but no, he's still fighting the green player. Now, because they are losing, I could possibly go and help them against green. It gives me something to do. This guy is... he's a little bit suspicious of me. He's building gates, but he's not actually... okay, well, 2 castles. Lots of paladins, not too far away. Mostly looking like they want to attack purple. Now, if I actually gave more of a damn about the players on this map and had a game plan, I would be enacting it right now, but I'm actually not sure what to do. It sometimes happens in diplomacy, you just don't know what to do. I should definitely attack someone. And I will. Oops. Shooting deer. I don't know if I even want to collect food anymore. We've got loads of it, plus the only thing we're really going to use it for is halberdiers. Teal not doing anything too suspicious either. Somebody's going to have to attack me. The purple player, he is taking wood, and he's lagging, which makes him a tempting target. But he's already fighting green, and he's going to have a hard time with that. I'm not massively keen on fighting teal. And I feel like Blue was the first guy to ally me, so I feel bad about betraying him as well. Now I'm continuing to expand. Looks like Blue is going to fight someone, or is he just going for Swan Longbowman that somehow has survived this long? Definitely doing something. I think because of the lag it is very tempting to attack purple now. But there's no way he can stand up to both me and green. I think he's already going to lose that fight. I think I should fight someone who's not already fighting, and that's going to be a choice between Blue and Teal. Teal is making some very aggressive looking building choices, grabbing lots of land. I might have to do the same. I think we've pretty much researched everything now. I'll get herbal medicine because it's like the one thing you can get that's relevant even if you don't use monks. Let's just delete this guy. I know I'm already at the pop cap, but just in case I lose a few houses, it's good to have a few in reserve. And This looks, well, I don't know, it's not quite aggressive. It's kind of defensive house placement. Got a few bombard cannons, which would be slightly awkward to deal with. Definitely need more wood income. Let's look where all the military is on the map right now. Teal's not going aggressive. I think he will get restless and he will attack someone. Blue seems to be mostly defensive. Just got a few units pretty much everywhere. Purple is focusing on fighting green. Green seems to be handling both of them fine on his own. I think, because I can't make my mind up, I'm just gonna have to do the terrible Diplo thing where you just draw out a betrayal from someone. What I might actually do is just really aggressively expand my economy into Blue's base. I think I could maybe beat him one-on-one. Then I'd have to fight Teal, and Teal's building up to something. I know he's not just gonna do nothing. Seems to be building lots of castles still. I'm not sure where he's getting that resource from. I'll leave a few turtle ships here, just in case Teal does turn on me. I should finish the long ships off pretty quickly. I'm right up against the Pop Cup. I think what I want to do is help someone who's having trouble. I think maybe... Maybe I could ask these guys for some wood.
Food, please.
Green wants food. I don't know if he means he wants food from me. Maybe I should throw in with him. Oh, he needs help. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do. Because he is running out of resources. I don't know, they're all acting like they're the underdog. I can't tell what's actually the reality here. He does say he's running out of resources. Maybe me and Green should just try and take the whole map.
Yes.
Now if this is going to be really interesting, then Blue will probably turn on me as I go for this attack. Or is he going to join me in taking out the purple player? Oh, he's going for the worst kind of betrayal, right into the base? Or is he going to join another player? What I'm going to do is I'm going to see what Blue does here. And I'll join the underdog. Definitely doing something. He's still going. Okay, it looks like he's going to betray purple. I'm very reluctant to help the lagger, but... I don't know if I can stand by and watch that happen. I know, I'll just claim I'm cleaning out some trees. Just cleaning out some trees. Nothing to it. Well, they're just not responding. Cleaning out some trees. They really don't want to do it. I think they can see that they're going to kill people. Just cleaning out some trees. What am I doing? He's coming back to me now. Possibly he's seen what I just did and he wants to fight me. We'll see. Yeah, he definitely wants to fight me. Alright, that's fine. I'm ready. I've got lots of halberdier production here. Let's see, is there actually anything precious to be taken from blue? Don't know if I can really take those paladins. I think I've got too many villagers. I'm going to delete lumber camps though. Let's start deleting some fishing ships. I think they've served their purpose. Especially the idle ones.
Yes.
You should be afraid of me.
Amazing shot.
Oh man, he did it. Well, he did it to me first. I'm the good guy here. Now let's get the halberds in. So much lag there. I think we've got to kill purple. I thought we might die on his own, in fact. Let's use the navy. Is there anyone I can actually attack here? Doesn't look like it, he's not really on the water at all. That's fine, I can take advantage of that as well. Send the cannon galleons in. Some trade there to disrupt as well. Halberdiers just going everywhere. Just got such crazy production. Fortunately I have lost the castle, but that's fine, I can probably buy it back. Let's make sure the wood's still coming in. I pretty much need to do this for the wood, to be honest. Fairly pointless lumber camp there, but whatever. Go with it. Putting lots of archery ranges, so I'm not sure what he's going into. Maybe... oh, he's going into skirmishes, that's a questionable choice. Maybe he's not got much... oh really? Okay. Great. Okay, well there goes my trade. That's really poor actually. It's not good for me. Maybe Blue asked him to. I think pop limit's going to be the main problem for the next little while. Fortunately, this is going pretty well. He's got his arbalest coming up just there, which we need to look out for. We need some of these very powerful siege onagers. Going to be very useful there. But, fighting two players at once, far from ideal. See how this is going. Not too great, really. We got more. So he's running all over me with berserkers. Haven't really got much I can do about that, to be honest. Let's see, what can I do to Teal? Let's try and take out his fishing ships. I think we need champions too. Or hand cannoneers could be decent. Actually run out of wood, which is pretty terrible. Should be able to buy a bit back though. It's fairly cheap. That's not enough. Yeah, it's not gonna work at all. Where are my villagers? Are they all dead? Pretty much. You guys are still alive. Let's get a few archery ranges. It's not too late. Problems go well beyond the pop limit now. Definitely gonna need someone's help. Ah, he's finished off the villagers. That sucks. Is there anything I can do with these fishing ships? Not really. Fodder. Oh my god, he's got a lot of that as well. I'm gonna pull back. How's green doing? Yeah, not really sure I can win that one. What do you mean by coinage? I do have one more tech to research myself, but he means he needs to get it. Someone else is selling lots of wood though, so that's good. How's this going? Pretty poorly. Let's try and get a few turtle ships. This should be pretty good. And there's just no wood at all, unfortunately. Also, half my barracks are actually working against me, seemingly. Everyone's getting stuck. Onagers would be really great there, but I don't have the best options for production. I don't know if they agree to it, but desperate times. See if we get a bit back. 700. I hope he has a bit more than that in the bank. Yeah, wood's gone really expensive now. Turtle ships are doing really well. Still want more galleons though, just to back them up. Food's worth nothing. Ah. Excellent, someone's been to buy. Ah, we've run out of gold now. Okay. That's pretty terrible. Can't sell food for much either. But I'm gonna have to sell a bit. Try and build some kind of trade back. They accomplished basically nothing. Yeah, if I had better resource production, I'd be feeling a lot better about this. Teal seems to have pulled off a bit, which is good, but I don't have the resources I need. Whereas they're still getting their resources. A little bit more wood from him, that's going to be pretty useful. I don't know if I can actually hold these off. Who's buying so much wood? Well, don't really have any other options. How's all this gang? Still pretty much a stalemate. I don't know if I can really hold these guys off. The fact he backed off makes me think I should be pressing, but if it doesn't work, I pretty much lost the only army I have left. I need to get as much gold income as possible, I think. Need someone to back me up here against the blue player. I don't think green has any interest though. He's coming back. This is not gonna be good enough at all. Fortunately, he's still got his full resource income right now, whereas I've got none. I think what I might have to do is sell pretty much all my food and just try and go for a successful naval push. Might be too late though. Try and pull back towards the castles. Doesn't want to come too close. That's fine. Take the chance to build up a bit more. He's going for something. Let's try and push back. Let's split his navy a bit, which is good. I'm just gonna have to go fully into navy. I can't see any other option. But I have basically no income, that's the downside. I'll be totally reliant on my trade cogs. See if we can lure these in. I can fight the castle. They're so expensive, 180 gold. That's where all my resources went. Well, kind of. I didn't build too many. They are just so good though. How much I'm actually getting for this? 7 gold per time. Maybe I should ask him to move the galleons. Yeah, he's pulled off unfortunately. There's nothing I can do for resources here. Just gotta keep my 7 gold coming. They're actually pushing back against the green player. Not really sure what can be done about this now. Who is he trading with? Oh, that's the purple player, isn't it? Really? He betrayed me, of all people? Okay. I think this is pretty much over, sadly. Okay, he's got wood. Which can mean a very different thing in other contexts. Try and kill off that trade. What can I do with these? Not a lot, really. I have no income of any kind. Ah, crap. Run away. I think there's a lot we can do to stop this. There are just too many of them. Let's go into split stance. Hopefully the castle will get one or two. Plus they won't be able to do too much damage if we're really spread out. I need this guy to send me the wood. Then I still don't have gold. Okay. Fortunately we at least dealt with the demolition ships fairly well. So yeah, he's not going to engage. Don't know what he's so afraid of, really. He's got infinitely more income than me. I have literally zero. I have nothing. Nothing but walls on the land. Nothing for me to gather here. There, he's backed off. I think unfortunately me and Green are going to get killed. Because everyone else has just turned against us. I'll send him a bit more. But I've got pretty much nothing left now. Teal thinks he's broke. I doubt it. He's actually going for the docks. I mean, frankly, even though that should never work, I think it will work. Keep killing the trade.
Yes.
Okay, Green wants Teal to turn on purple. Don't know if he's realised that pretty much everyone is against the two of us. See if he can actually give me some wood. Again, that sounds awful in other contexts, but you know what I mean. What can I do with these? Not a lot. Teal's backed off for some reason. I guess he's just building up a bigger force. Green's actually managed to get himself on the water, which is interesting. Potentially I can hold back and wait for him to build up a bit. I'm gonna have to go around the back here and try and take out these cannon galleons, because I can't really do much else. I can't let them survive. So yeah, he's gonna try and stop me from killing his cannons. Right, we've got the cannons at least. I'm gonna have to pull back though. He's still got a few there though. I can't do anything about that. Just gotta go for the bombards. Cannon galleons, whatever they're called. He's got ballistics and he's got the castle anyway, and that is the last of my forces. Purple's got a reasonable navy himself, and I don't think Green's 3 docks are going to make much of a difference. If I have literally no one to trade with, I mean, in theory I'd trade with Green, but I'm not going to be able to push back against him. There's not really much else I can do. Not sure why Green is signalling that. I don't have any resources to do anything with that, even if I could. Unless something crazy happens in the next few minutes with the diplomacy, I think we're gonna have to call GG, sadly.
Food, please.
There's nothing else I can do though. No hard feelings. Even though he betrayed me, I'm gonna duck out. Maybe go to land sooner next time. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. I'll ally him, but I'm gonna duck out. Before I go, let's send everything I have left to the green player, who is only gonna survive if someone else joins his side, but I get the feeling that Teal might do that. My king is going for a noble death. Wait a minute, what? Okay, maybe it's not GG. Gotta take my vengeance on purple. It happens in diplomacy. I thought that was gonna be it. I'm willing to keep playing. I want to actually get a proper navy built up. I feel like what I was doing earlier had a lot of potential. Now it's time to do it properly.
Yes.
Lots of turtle ships.
Food, please. Yes.
Looks like blue's just turned on purple. Yeah, it definitely has. You can see all the dead villagers there. Plus you can see a few dead units in the shadows. I had to kill the lagger. Same logic I was thinking of before, and now that he's betrayed me, there will be no mercy. Don't go for the houses. Right, let's bring up some turtle ships. I think we got like a half-dead villager there. Wait a minute, did I still... Yeah, I did recover my king. I was worried that I still had the king just wandering around somewhere there. Alright. more or less up and running again. Just need to get a few trade cooks. Right, 8 trade cooks. They should be getting quite a bit of gold as well. And I think we can beat this if we send the turtle ships in. There's a castle there which we need to be very careful of. Try and stay away from that. These things are pretty beefy, they got 7 pierce armor, plus 300 health. Still go down pretty quickly when they're up against that much though. And we're getting stuck. Bombard tower is obviously going to do some serious damage. Need to hope we can't recover. I'm going to patrol in no attack stance in the hopes that it's going to distract the bombard towers. Didn't work. I guess there's a castle there, so finish me off pretty easily. Now can 5 turtle ships defeat a large navy, which unfortunately is backed up by 2 bombard towers. I don't think so. I'll try and pull back, get this thing out of the way. Going in circles. Pathfinding threatened to go against me there, but it looks like we're still in it just about. Let's get a couple of galleons and let's pull back. What to do with all these villages? Could send them over on a transport ship and start getting... well, I need wood. But I'm not planning to make peace with blue under any circumstances. Yeah, they're not dealing the damage fast enough to win that fight. Might be just about okay. There, we need wood. Okay, how are we gonna get wood? Is there any way to get wood? Blue's got all of that locked down. There's nothing around here. Supposedly, well, I suppose I could go and take that wood. It's right in the middle of Teal's lands. Let's go do it. Okay, we are back. We've re-established ourselves on the south side of the map. Well, south side of France, I guess. You can see Green in desperation is sending his king into Teal's base. I'm just setting up here to try and get as much wood as possible. I've got a decent gold income once again. I'm not sure I trust it if I end up fighting Teal again, but I think if Teal betrays me again, I'm just going to leave the game because at that point it's just not fun anymore. But I think we are actually still in the game. We send these last few villages over. Just going to gather up as much wood as possible, and then potentially don't even need the food. We just get lots of hand cannoneers, maybe. Ideally war wagons, but I don't think... well, hand cannoneers do cost food, so I'm not sure. Looks like Green's given up. Potentially arbalests. Arbalests plus onagers might keep me in the game. Green is giving up. I should have given up by now. I don't know why I'm still playing, but it's not over until it's over. And I want to see how this plays out. But, looks like blue is struggling to make serious progress against purple. But I definitely intend to kill purple myself. And potentially blue as well. I guess blue's not really the bad guy. He did betray me first, but I was clearly trying to attack his units. So that's fair. Let's keep the villagers coming. There's not a whole lot of wood to gather. I'm not allies with the yellow player, so I need to be a bit careful if he does come near me. Let's start building a navy. Not sure how to feel about purple coming down here. I think he's possibly coming to attack my backup base, in which case it would be over. At least I've got some kind of navy for final revenge. Yeah, he's definitely coming for me. Pretty confident he's going to stop the moment he gets next to the town centre here. There's a small chance he's going to assassinate the king, Green's king, but no, yep, that's pretty obvious. Fair enough. Not sure what to do about that. Not really got anything on the land to help me out. I think best option is probably just to keep building this navy. Maybe I can buy my wood. Let's go and take out some of these towers. Unless they're already gone, looks like they might be. Yeah, looks like they are. Okay, that's good. Still got docks, still got fishing ships. It looks like blue is finishing him off. Okay, that's great. Might actually rejoin blue as an ally. See if he agrees to that. Then we'll try and finish him off. The purple player, that is, and possibly yellow. Yellow's not really wronged me, but still. Been working with purple. Is that his king? I think it might be. Ah, he's gone. So he must have just left. Presumably running into Yellow's base. Not much I can do about that. He's finished off my wood supply, sadly. In that case, I think we're just gonna have to do everything with gold. I don't think wood's going to stay cheap for much longer. Really not much of it left on the map now. I've still got these guys. What should I do with them? There is wood up here. I think I should go for that. Being attacked by something. Looks like one unit made it out and attacked me, but then died. So that's fine. I don't think he's actually actively trying to attack me here. Buy a little bit more wood. And this time we're just going to build a lumber camp. Once we track down the villagers, I think they are. That's my walls. I have villagers somewhere. Need to bring them up. Okay, they must be busy. Ah, they've all been killed. Okay, I definitely want to kill Purple. Purple's got to die. Causing me way too many problems. Plus, there was no reason for him to turn on me. I was already losing. So, very much want to make sure I get my vengeance on him before I duck out, and let's kill this off at least. There we go, it's gone. Take out the castle. Blue is still pushing him back. Teal's not getting involved in the fight. I don't think he'll betray me twice. Let's just see what waits behind this castle. Interesting array of walls, but nothing too consequential. Should possibly get one transport ship. See if I can re-establish myself. Just move along the coast just to make sure there's no hidden villages, which I'm sure there isn't, but there's not too much else for the Navy to be doing right now. Purple seems to have free reign with these irritating organ guns. I think maybe he's just given up and that's why he spotted my villagers and killed them off, because he's just got the organ guns left. I think that's what's going on. Blue's still producing units. There's a way in here, if we actually had an army of some kind. It looks like yellow is preparing to push back. Let's just take out some of these houses, make sure he can't re-establish himself. I'm sure I had a few villagers hanging out around here. Nobody seems to be fighting anyone at the moment. Something's got to happen. Either we go Allied victory, or I think Teal's going to have to start fighting. Seems to have kind of given up though. Not really building anything. Blue's lost his trade. Purple's not really out the game. I'm not sure what he's doing, unless he's just hidden in Yellow's base. There's no resources there. These guys are still alive, to my surprise. That's good, let's gather some wood. Okay, we've pretty much now re-established ourselves, I guess, on the French mainland. Unfortunately, the purple player is still building up towards the northeast of the map. You can see that he's expanded all the way into what were once the green player's lands, so he's still very much in the game. Teal is gone. He dipped out at some point without me even noticing, so it's literally just me and the blue player now against the two bigger players on the map. In other words, it's probably going to be a bit of a blaze of glory situation, because there's not much else we can do. It's pretty much game over at this point. Still got the trade going, but that's about it really. Got a slow supply of war wagons coming in, for what it's worth. But war wagons alone aren't going to accomplish too much. What we really need are lots of siege onagers. I don't really think that the yellow or the purple player have much to counter siege onagers, but the issue is they're probably going to come and take us out before we can actually get back to the point where we're properly building up. I've also realised that the reason the green player was signalling these archery ranges earlier is of course because if I delete them I can get 800 wood back immediately, which would not really make a difference, but that explains why he was signalling that earlier. It cost me probably around 3,000 gold to buy enough stone for this castle, so this is my only war wagon production, so I want to make sure that it's running constantly. Otherwise I'm just trying to rebuild some kind of economy before teal and purple, well not teal, before purple and yellow come for their attack on me. That's pretty much all I can do. Spreading out slowly, gathering up wood and keeping the trade production coming. So when purple does attack, we'll be somewhat ready for him. I'm surprised these guys still have the energy, like I'm pretty ready to duck out, but I do want to go for one final push before I do. With a couple more siege onagers. Right, let's just get as many as possible, because I think he is going to come and attack us at some point. He's been chasing our villagers across the map as it is, so we have every reason to believe that he will come for some kind of attack first. I'm not sure how much of this he can actually see, obviously. It looks like they are actually going to make their push now. Lots of champions. I don't know what to make of that. I mean, they're coming up against hand cannoneers, but not too many hand cannoneers. Unfortunately, it's the elite skirmishers who are going to take out the hand cannons. Siege onagers will definitely punch above their weight, but I just haven't had the time to build them up. And to be frank, I'm not overly willing to lose all of my war wagons just yet. It's worth a look to see if he's started to expand in this direction again. No real reason to. There are no resources to gather. We haven't checked the coast in a little while, so worth seeing what's going on there. As yeah, they still have a fairly sizable force coming. Let's just make sure we keep the onagers coming. Have I researched Bombard Tower? I think I have. Might be worth spending, yeah, 400 gold for a Bombard Tower, considering how much we have. The extra consolidation is going to be pretty useful. And the wood situation is not looking great in the long term. But he's not making a massive effort to push, which is good. Make sure we keep the war wagon production up. Since we're still away off the pop limit, I think we can also afford a few more trade cogs. Let's check the market situation. Wood has gone cheap again, so that's perfect. I can do a lot with that. I'm not sure who's been selling, but that's going to go a long way. So let's start building a couple more siege workshops and just make sure the production keeps going. So yeah, this is a very efficient trade for me, but I just don't have much in the way of war wagon production. Oh, lovely shot there from the onager. Those go straight down. Let's try and do the same for this other batch. We've got lots of range on these things, 10 range. I doubt this guy's going to really micro to get out of the way, so it should be pretty easy kills. Back away from that. Yeah, finish those off pretty quickly. And that's pretty much what we want to do, just keep producing siege onagers. Keep gathering wood. Get a few more villagers just for that extra wood. Keep the war wagons coming too. Potentially finish off the archery ranges, just get a few arbalests. I don't think that's a terrible idea. It's not too expensive to research either. Let's do that. Keep buying the wood. Keep the onagers coming. They are still pushing. But I'm not too worried about it. Let's Spanish building some bombard towers is going to be pretty helpful. They don't seem to have any siege whatsoever. One organ gun. Maybe I don't want to push myself, that might be slightly unwise. Now that I have pretty good income.
네.
So this is what I originally had in mind when I picked the Koreans. I never really got a foothold in the mainland. I'm not sure I'm ready to now either, because they do just seem to have a huge number advantage. But there's no doubt that my units are higher quality than theirs. And they're going to have to go for a concerted push to really make progress here. Archer ranges are slowly going up. Siege onagers are coming out in pretty large numbers. I'm still a way off pop limit. So it looks like purple is going to come and deliberately try and take us on, but it's not gone too well for him. Yellow's still got a massive force up there. I'm not sure I'm ready for that, but it doesn't seem to be microing too carefully, so possibly the onagers here could thin him out pretty nicely. Also still got some backup from blue, which is nice. As he seems to be focusing on just taking out houses, which is perhaps not the best use of his time. That's perfect. I'll keep the onagers coming. Potentially we want some trebuchets as well, just to really solidify the push, or realistically, bombard cannons should get the job done. Let's check the market situation. Still very cheap. In fact, price is still going down. I think it might be blue buying it, so maybe I should be coordinating with him a bit better, but this is going fairly well. Potentially think about getting a second castle, but it's literally going to cost about 3,000 gold. It's not ideal. Yeah, he's pulling away from there, realising it's not going too well. Gonna have to reseed some farms, sadly. Right, everyone's pretty much hoovered up the remaining wood, sadly. Let's move over here, try and gather some of that. As I see that purple is pushing over there on the south. In the south. I think we might have to push on yellow, rather than trying to repel this. It's kind of near us though, so potentially a little bit of a threat. So I think he must have lost all his castles, because as the Britons, I think you would want longbowmen in this situation. So he seems to be mostly running away from me, which is fine with me. Nice. Right, I can hear that my villagers are under attack. Where's that happening? Yellow seems to be... I see, he's making quite a push. Probably do have to go back, unfortunately, just to shut down this attack. Yeah, that's purple dealt with. I don't think we need to worry about these yellow infantry too much. Any massed archer unit should deal with that. We've got a few arbalests coming. Yeah, yellow seems to be chasing me down, but I don't mind that too much because I'm gonna keep buying my wood. It's getting pretty expensive now, but I think we're okay. Let's try and actually make a push into their base proper. Now I'm going to pull back, wait for the onagers to arrive before I engage. Annoyingly, there are 1 or 2 bombard towers left for the Portuguese. Now let's see if he wants to come and attack us. I'm not too worried about the hill bonus. So yeah, he's pulling away. That's fine. I'll just delete this guy's gates. Yes, I can. Good. Okay, he has got his very long-range archers now. Those are going to be quite difficult to deal with. Unless he doesn't micro them well. Oh, that was terrible. We should have just left them alone. But here comes purple. That's bad. Need to walk them away. Okay, here comes what I assume is his main force. Blue's still got a little bit left. Nice try. Okay, one king there, one king here, in the town centre. Let's try and catch yellow out. He knows what I'm doing, I'm sure he can see that I just did that to him. No wait, I'm not actually on the right chat setting, am I? Allies. Hang on, what's this? Something happening here. He must have moved out, surely. Yeah, he's moved out. But where's he gone? He's gone here? I didn't see a king. We can afford to do it again. Hope he's not gone too far. Yeah, he's actually... That's annoying, he actually made it past. Okay, so that's not worked out. But we can at least destroy what's left of his base. Purple is attacking me on the hill. Let's pull back. Yeah, it looks like pretty much everyone's run out of wood now. I'll try and use that to my advantage. Wonder if he's going to attack Teal's dock. I think he can potentially just delete it as an ally, but... yeah, it's kind of annoying, but my units are just not mobile enough for me to try and disrupt it. I can see there's a force building here. Purple's out of resources, that's great news. I have been playing with that in mind. And I'm fairly happy to keep bumping up the price on the wood. Let's see, is he going to go for that dock? Looks like he is. It's not too bad, I can still trade with what's left of green, I guess. It's going to be a massive income cut though. Hopefully won't come to that. I'll see what else he's doing though. Looks like they've given up on the trade. Okay, yep, as expected. They've gone for that. Now let's see. Let's send this villager to wall off these. That's fine. Not the most efficient wall, but nope, not even close to being the most efficient wall. It's not going to get the job done at all. Gonna have to just trade with this very nearby green dock. See what blue's up to. Making some progress. When purple says he's run out of resources, it doesn't necessarily mean that literally we can see villagers right there picking up wood, and wood is very precious. So it looks like blue is already going to disrupt that. Put all these on aggressive stance. Hopefully we'll drop yellow's unit limit. Pop cap. So they seem to have been stopped in their tracks for now. Blue has set himself up just there. That might actually be a better option. Clearly this is not working. Let's try and trade with that instead. Not sure what these guys are attacking. Possibly set them to attack the wall. Here we go. Right, sadly their job is not done yet. See if we can sandwich them in. I need these things to actually move. These guys coming in from the back should be able to block off their retreat as long as we don't all die before they get there. They are surprisingly slow sometimes. He's backing off, we're coming in. Stop using patrol so much. Yeah, unfortunately he's much faster than us. Which shouldn't be the case with the war wagons, but clearly it is working out in his favour. But the fact he's microing them so hard suggests that he's not got great production at least. Fully focused on his units. Still dropping his pop cap. That's just such bad lag, they take a ridiculously long time to respond. Yeah, they're straight up just not responding. It's quite annoying. As purple is coming in with a large force of halberdiers. Annoyingly, there's not a lot I can do about that. Because they are so long-ranged. Absolutely no point massing up. They can just back off as soon as we get near. And they will. Okay, finally got a few there. I think onagers are probably the best bet. And they can't run from the cavalry archers as well, so if we push now, There we go, that's the last of them. Yeah, he's given up.
Yes.
Now is purple gonna hang on? See where his king is. There he is, he's on the move. King on the move. He's much more mobile than me. There he is. Right there. There we go, he's dead. Oh, he's already left. Okay, well, fair enough. Wait, no he's not. Oh, it's, of course, it's yellow's king. Christ. Such bad lag. There's no way that halberdiers should be able to chase down war wagons. I thought that was purple's king for some reason. It means I didn't look at the right thing. I've actually got such great gold income now. The real king. He's there. He's right there. He's given up. He's going to kill himself. Exactly how I thought I'd duck out. There we go. Good game. I did not expect to win that game. I thought I quit a long time ago, but what was my final push with a little help from the blue player actually worked out pretty nicely. That was a hell of a long game. I probably should have ducked out a long time ago, but it was fun in the end. Nice, interesting diplomacy game. You never know quite how they're going to go. We can see purple's rebuilt base here. Looks like yellow did still have a small army left, but I think he's seen that the infantry wasn't working too well. Especially with the lag. That does help the onagers quite a bit, even if it does disadvantage the war wagons. Let's have a quick look at the stats. Green did very well. He was fighting pretty much the whole time he was on the map, to be fair to him. That was pretty tough for him. Held on for a very long time. I got the most gold. I'm a bit surprised by that. I'm not surprised that I had the most trade profit. I was pretty dependent on my gold in the end. And there's the timeline. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. There's plenty more on the channel. Do check out the playlist links in the description if you have lots of time, because there are many other very long maps just like this one to check out if you're interested. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.